Here we are at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona, just about set for Friday night baseball on the show. Tonight the homestand continues with the first of three between the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Patrick Corbin will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, one thing to look out for him, Matt, is if he can avoid the big inning. It's not that big of a deal to give up a run here or there, but sometimes he can be prone to giving up 3 or 4 in an inning, and that kind of derails the whole start when that happens. Limit the damage, and he'll be just fine.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Charlie Blackmon.
Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Well, Harold, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matt, they won the game last night, and I talked to the manager earlier, and he just said, you know, we executed it. And if we can do that, we'll be a consistent team, and we'll win games.
And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I know they love what Ian Desmond brings to this offense. He's had a tremendous season on the road. If you look at his on-the-road batting average, he's one of the best players in the league. He's hitting over 400 away from home, and that's the case here. So I expect to see him have another big game.
David Dahl is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here's Nolan Arenado. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Now, Matt, Dave Lawrence can remind you a lot of James Kingsley. He comes from that old school of you hit your spots, he's going to call it. He has a tendency to call one-sided.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at it. No score. Chad Bettis gets the start for Colorado in this one. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, his last 3 outings have been, I'd say, inconsistent. They haven't been good. His ERA is over 4, just giving up too many runs. And when you give up that many runs, you're not going to win games.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Harold, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
We're looking at a club I'll say is lukewarm. They're 4-2 at home, not sizzling hot and not playing poor either. But the first game on the road, I think we'll learn a lot about what this club is about.
Lifted the other way out to left center. On the run is Dahl. He's there and records the first out. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, there's a lot of people hoping to see a turnaround from Ketel Marte. He has really struggled. Struggle is a kind word. He's been terrible with runners in scoring position. He's hit under 200 in those situations this season. And when that's the case, you start to think that maybe it's in his head. I think he's putting too much pressure on himself right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Daniel Descalzo is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet, so you don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Here it comes. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Well, that's a good sign, him getting a base hit. He's been struggling quite a bit. He's in the 2-hole, going to get some good pitches to hit. Maybe this is a start of him getting hot.
Come on.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there, a ball and a strike.
Well, he got away with one right there. He hung a slider to this guy in the middle of the order and got away with it. You're feeling good about yourself right now.
And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And it misses. 3-1 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
3-1. Here it is. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away. Stepping into the box, A.J. Pollock. And he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. First offering on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Blackmon on the move. And he makes the catch for the second out. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First delivery to him on the way. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
2 down, runners at first and second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackmon is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. We are still scoreless. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Into the windup and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So that puts the Rockies leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit in the box scores, but man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself if he stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And there he goes towards second. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and they get the double play. But boy, was he ever upended at second base.
The right fielder, number 5, Carlos Gonzalez.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. His career batting line with Patrick Corbin. He's got 5 base hits in 16 tries. He also has 1 home run. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Tomas moves over, and that retires the side. Nothing doing for the Rockies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the lefty Gregor Blanco now. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory.
Blanco.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch out the fastball, but this one's in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
The windup and the 0-1. Right side. No problem here. 1 away.
All right, here's how the Rocks line up defensively. Brought to you by Majestic. And yes, they move players all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics and really apply it to their club. You'll see guys moving all over the field today.
Brandon Drury will bat next. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. Blackman's after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Chris Owings.
Here's Chris Owings now. Career numbers against Bettis. Just a 3 for 13 batting line. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So, personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Jammed him there as this is rolled out to short. Story picks it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now at the plate, Ian Desmond. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Ian Desmond.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Tomas is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. So with 1 away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. And here now is Dustin Garneau. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Now the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. way in front of that fastball.
Boy, that's a tough two-seamer to hit right there. Usually that two-seamer will start in on the hitter and tail away, but that one started at the middle of the plate and broke off. Uh-oh, look out now.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, look, he may be hitting at the bottom of the order. If you put him in another lineup, he's at the top. This lineup is loaded. Don't overlook him.
Chad Bettis.
Standing in now, Chad Bettis. And look out. Oh, that ran in and got him. And intentional or not, you do not want to be hitting pitchers out there.
Oh, boy. Pro pitchers belong to a closed fraternity, so you don't usually see that very often. And anytime it does happen, folks start hanging on the top steps of the dugout. These things usually don't go unpunished.
Stepping in now, Charlie Blackmon, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He flied out leading off the ball game. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Now that was a good pitch to lay off. When it starts on the outside half of the plate, that slider right there, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate.
He pulls this one into right. Garneau rounds the corner and is headed home. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the one run will be allowed to score.
Left fielder, David Dahl.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 on its way. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Marte backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Ready for another chance. Nolan Arenado. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Rockies do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 1-0 Colorado. Into the windup and the pitch. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, they thought the inning was going to be set up nice. The pitcher's leading off. You get a quick out. Instead, he gets a base hit, and now here comes the top of the order. Look out.
Striding in once again, Ketel Marte. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Blackmon is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
And with the first month of the season rapidly drawing to a close, here's a look at our upcoming schedule into the first week of May. Digging in for his second at-bat, Daniel Descalzo. He singled his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Fourth home run here in the early going, and the Diamondbacks move out in front. It's now 2-1.
Well, he didn't have to supply a whole lot of power with that one. He catches the fastball, and all he had to do is just really make a nice swing, which he did right there. And that ball just did not stop carrying.
Up next
in now is Manny Tomas.
Right fielder.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. One out, nobody on. And strike three called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that at-bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Digging in to try it again, A.J. Pollock. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swing and a liner. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So some 2-out success, and the bottom of the third frame will continue.
That was terrific. You always hear keep your hands inside the baseball. That's a perfect example. The ball was in, and he took it back up the middle. You can't do that if you don't keep your hands inside the baseball.
Into the box now, Chris Iannetta, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A runner on first with 2 away. That's inside. 2-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
2-0 pitch on the way. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count. All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. He'll try it again. 3-2. Line drive to left. Well, this is right to him in left, as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. We're through 3 here in the Valley of the Sun. It's now 2-1 Arizona. With Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Trevor Story digs into the right side of the batter's box to kick off the inning. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Oh, he's going to want that pitch again. That ball's right down the middle in his wheelhouse. His eyes lit up. He just didn't let it travel deep enough where he could square it and keep it fair.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
If you're able to locate your fastball like that, you're going to have a good game. I'm not surprised to look up and say he's having a good game right now because he's been spotting that fastball pretty good most of the game.
And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 9.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, DJ LeMahieu comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. On the ground to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Digging in now, Carlos Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. 2 out, nobody on. Misses, ball 2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Our score remains 2-1. Here's the lefty Gregor Blanco now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Left fielder.
冷凍に入れとったからもうガジガジに固まってましたけどね。
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Ready with the 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Here comes the first pitch. High pop-up. Arenado is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 16, Chris Owings.
Digging in, Chris Owings. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This is line to left. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
Well, a little 2-out single. Now, you may not think it's much, but he's already given up a couple runs this game, so maybe this is the start of something big.
Into the box, Patrick Corbin. Yes, he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
Well, this is an interesting scenario, Matt. I think with the pitcher at the plate here and 2 outs, you're probably not going to see him steal because he gets thrown out. Then you got the pitcher leading off the inning. Take a chance, see if he can hit a ball in the gap and maybe score you from first.
期限がなんか3月ぐらいで切れそうやから、たまに食べとかんとダメですね、あれ。
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks as they're unable to
こ
add
っ
to
ちの
their
メジャーは
2-1
未だに
lead.
ね、発売日が決まらんから、お先にファミスタメジャーですね。
Now to the plate, Ian Desmond. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Ian Desmond.
Sends that one out of play for strike one.
3月には多分出んと思いますけど
The
ね。
wind up and the 0-1. Slider taken here. 1
4
ball, 1
月か 5
strike.
月
Now
かわ
that's
か
that
らん
old
けど
school
ね。
slider right there, trying to get in on his hands. We see that with a cutter a lot, but the
あ
slider's
っ
even
ちは
more
もう
effective
通
because
常
you
通
can't
り
pick up the spin.
3月発売ですよ。
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Hit the other
ま
way
た
out
さら
toward
に
right
進化
field.
したいと書いてましたよ。
Under it now is Tomas, and Yasmani's got it for the first
まあ
down.
日本語のあれがどうなるかわからんけどね。
Dustin Garneau.
表示がもしかしたら日本語になる
And
か
here
もしれ
now
ない
is
ですけど。
Dustin Garneau. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Ball two now. The 2-0 on the way. Takes a fastball on the
頭の大
inside
きさが
corner.
3倍に。
Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball three.
He's
Hawa
really
puro
been
mi sa
aggressive
niya,
right
tama,
now,
di ka
Matt.
na
Got
siya.
himself into a great hitter's count, and then you see him check swing. You don't see that very often on the fastball. He's ready to swing, and he held up enough to let it go for a ball.
And that's
Ah,
outside. He
Charles.
lost him ball four. Coming to the
Now
plate
batting,
now, Chad
catcher.
Bettis. He's got to be looking for vengeance after
これ
getting
はバン
punked
ト
in
で
his
すよ。
last at bat. First offering on its way. And they'll
お
try
っ
to stay out of the
と、
double
これ
play here
は
as he lays
ア
this
ウ
one
ト、アウト、ア
down.
ウト、ダ
There's
ブルプ
one.
レー。
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they
予
go
定
quietly
通
here
り
in
の
this
ダブ
half
ルプ
inning.
レー。
Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the D-backs 2 and the Rockies 1. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks.
He'll lead things off here in
The
this
shortstop,
one-run contest.
Ketel Marte.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses ball one. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dahl has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, first baseman, Daniel.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Daniel Descalzo. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First delivery to him on the way. A shot down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1.
Oh, he definitely got away with a changeup right there. He hung that one. But the good news is it got him to pull it foul. Now you come back after him here with another pitch.
Down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Yasmani Tomas.
Digging in once again, Yasmani Tomas comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Scorched to third. Arenado's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They still lead it 2-1. Here's Charlie Blackmon now.
Leading off
1 for 2 with a double on his line
fielder,
thus far.
Charlie Blackmon.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here it comes, 1-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
1 run on 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
なんか名前は聞いたことあるんですけど、何者か知らない。
Set to deal on 2-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Next pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Blanco has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Up next for Colorado, shortstop Trevor Story.
Ready once again, Trevor Story. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And that's in there for a strike.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate, and he's doing that in this game.
Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. Stolen base number 4 here in the first month of the year. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rockies strand 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Digging in once again, A.J. Pollock. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
A.J. Pollock.
Into the windup and the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. 0-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that misses. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Well, that's ball 3. The Diamondbacks right now would welcome a leadoff walk to start this inning.
3-1. Here it is. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
プチプチ言うとる。配線が悪いっすか。中継ぎやけどめっちゃあれですね。15イニング。でもそうでもないんですかね。他はでも30とか。ってことを考えて中継ぎでいってますか。
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
This guy's got a good mid-90s fastball working in this game. If they think they can catch up to that ball up there, it's going to continue to be a rough game for them.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. That's popped up out towards short right field. LeMahieu takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
The left fielder, number 5, Gregor Blanco.
Ready for another chance? Gregor Blanco. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air out to center field. Blackman is under it. And the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
アベンジャーズもなんか発売したとき、なんかマルチが全然あかんとはなんか言ってましたよね。
Tomas is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
Now batting, right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he lays off here as well. It's 2-0 now to the Colorado right
どうでもいい。キ
Talk about certain guys in the
ャン
lineup
ペーン
you
だ
want
け
to
で
be
十
really
分でし
careful
ょ。
with. This guy
マ
right
ル
here is
チは
one
なん
of
か
those.
同
And
じ
you
キャラ
can
が取
tell
られ
he's
へんとか
pitching
なんか言
awfully
ってましたよ
cautiously.
ね。
3-0 now.
まだメインのキャ
All
ン
the
ペーンだ
guys
け
in
で
this
も
lineup, he's
全然い
definitely
けん
the
ちゃう
guy
か。
I'd be cautious with, especially with a one-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Taking all the way, and
い
it's
や、あれも
3-1
オー
now.
プンワールドね、あれ。エーペックもやろう。エー
This
ペ
ball
ッ
to
ク。
be chopped
エ
foul.
ーペックはあれ
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge
マ
the
ル
hitter,
チ
but
し
I
か
think
ない
he'll
で
be
すから
careful
ね。
here. Shoot for the
キャ
corner.
ンペーン
If
ない
you
で
miss
すよ。
and you walk him, so what? That's better
2
than
人
him
でや
putting
る
one in the
か、
seats.
3人でやるか、野良でやるかのどっちかですね。
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Pitches away, but
と
it's swung on and grounded to second. Drury fields it cleanly. On to first, and there are 2 down.
野良でやるとはいえね、相方が知らん人やから、
Stepping in
あ
and
あ、エ
ready
ーペ
for
ック
another
ね。
shot.
言われ
Ian
てみれば
Desmond.
そうです
No
ね。
hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
まあ、早いもん勝ち言うたら変ですけど、
Here's a
順番
looping
決まって
fly
ますか
ball
ら
out to
ね。
right. Tomas is going to get there, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're down 2-1.
まあ、いろんなキャラいますからね。
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a
完全
double
にソロ
switch
では
here.
できないですよね。結局誰かとやらなあかんっていう。まあ、全然知らん人とやるか、知
Carlos
ってるもんとや
Estevez
るかって
will
いう。
come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Gerardo Parra is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 8.
Brandon Drury will bat next. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll get there as the Diamondbacks get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Here's Chris Owings now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. From the stretch. Line to the right side. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The pitcher, number 46, Patrick Corbin.
代打しましょうか。
David Peralta will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away.
David Peralta.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. The average at 284 to begin play. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. And this is fouled back and out of play. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Here's another 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Ready for another shot now. Ketel Marte. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And that's taken for strike 1. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Drury rounds third and is digging for the plate, and he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Well, that base hit right there gives him a 2-run cushion. When you have a 2-run cushion late in the game, you got to feel pretty good about yourself.
Daniel Descalzo will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
That's pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now, it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snap-dragon hook right there.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
That was definitely a 2-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it's scored a wild pitch.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. 8th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Rockies 1. Ruby De La Rosa will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Ruby De La Rosa.
Digging in to try it again, Dustin Garneau. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the eighth.
えらいとこですね、それ。そんなリアルなの。
Cold strike at the letters 0-1.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
Well, sometimes you make the perfect pitch and you still give up a base hit. That ball's down, and he just scooped it out and drove it through the infield.
In is Gerardo Parra. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Swing and a little tapper.
どんどん顔がでかくなる悪役のボス。顔がでかなる。ああ、抜けるんかい。
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, going to the pin, this is not what they wanted. He comes up, he gives up one hit, now another back-to-back base hits. I'm curious what's going through the mind of the manager right now as he's looking at his bullpen.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving runners up. This game is too close to get greedy. Boy, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
One and 0 pitch on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. None out, runners at first and second.
入った。やばい。アーチャー全部セーフ。これはやばい。頭使いすぎて脳がでかなったんですから。天才な脳になったんだ。これはやばいな。ノーアウト満塁で下手したスクイズもあるかもしれないですね、これ。あー、ファール。危な。満塁ホームランになりそうでしたね。危うく持っていかれとこでしたね。
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just got too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
And he gets in swinging. What a big out there, as there is now 1 away. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Velocity as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
This is a big at bat. You're down 2 right here, and they're sitting with runners in scoring position. Put the ball in play. He's got to pick up something. Just keep the chain moving. It's a big at bat.
Double ホームラン。やばいっすよ。これ打たれたらもうひっくりがありますからね。
I'm set with the 0-1.
おっしゃ、どんまり。最悪ですね、これ。
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up and nothing comes out of that.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Bases loaded, no outs, and they get 2 outs, and it looks like you're 1 out away from getting out of the whole inning. You got to come up with a big 2-out hit here. You don't want to walk away with the bases loaded, no out situation, and not score.
The 0-1. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Well, here we sit 2 on,
あ
2
れを
outs,
振
2
るというこ
strikes.
とはも
Look, they
う
start
よ
off
っぽど
looking
待て
good
ないと
this
ですね、
inning,
これは。
and it'd be very deflating if they don't pick up something.
おっしゃ、
And
三
we'll
振。
have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will
な
retire
ん
the
とか耐
side.
えましたわ。
So they load the bases on 3 hits, but can't bring anyone around to score. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Arizona's on top, 3-1. Jason Mott is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the
こ
bottom
れで
half of
一
the
山
8th.
乗り越えましたね。
Striding in, Yasmani Tomas. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Right fielder, Yasmani Tomas.
And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
ノー。ノーストライク。
Set and the 0-1. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss.
あのタイミングはね、打つ側も緊張するから余計に、ね。
0-2, here it comes. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's
ボー
one
ル球を
gone.
振ってまうとい
Two
う。
very good pitching performances illustrated there as we give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-1 contest. Stepping in, A.J. Pollock. Lifetime against this pitcher. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Another hit, another multi-hit game. He has been on some kind of hot streak. They better start paying attention to him.
これは完全に捉えましたね。
First things first, here's a throw over. And the runner back safely. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
えらい腹をキュッキュやってますな。
3 runs, 8 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
The set and the 2-1 pitch. And that's off his leg on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover and he gets the second out at first.
強烈でした。
The left fielder, number 5.
Here's the lefty, Gregor Blanco now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
レフト。
Jeremy Hazelbaker will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away.
Hazelbaker.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
パソコン到着。ああ、頼んでたやつ。
No cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Ready with the 1-1. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball.
2月の12日にマリオの本体届きましたわ。昨日予約できたんですよ。マリオ本体が。
He's set. Here's the 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Waiting on it is Dahl. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Arizona, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead.
あちゃうん、あれでもね、結構速攻売り切れたらしいですよ。だいぶまた転売ヤーが買い占めとったらしいんですけど、なんとか買えましたよ。
He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks.
And a safe situation here, so on comes the right-hander Fernando Rodney.
まああれも限定モデルですもんね。マリオ仕様の。
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
まあ小さいコントローラーがやっぱりすぐ壊れるらしい。
And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. The ninth inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
That line drive base hit, now it brings the tying run to the plate. No matter they was talking about bloop and a blast. Maybe it is a rope and some hope. We'll see how the ninth inning plays out.
だからプロコン使って やる感じでしょうね。初めからついてるジョイコンっていうのはもう一つらしいですね。
As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Sliced down the left side, but foul.
なんか言うてましたね。
Here it comes on 0-2. And a fastball just a bit
勝手
high.
に動き出したするらしいですね。
On an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Swing and a ball sliced fouled into the seats down the left field line.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Fooled him just enough for that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Mark Reynolds will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
マリオのソフトもなんか面白そうなんですけど、3D マリオとかいう。
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
ああ、そうのやつね。あれもやっとったら動きますよね。
And that's inside off the plate with the
まあ、
fastball.
消
It's
耗品
1-1.
からね、あれも
That's
ね。
not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
プロモーション映像を見たらなんかめっちゃ
Hitters
面白
count
そう
now.
でし
Here's
た
the
よ。
2-1. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Runners on first with one down.
あ
Skied into
ーっと、やばい。
straightaway right. Tomas on the move. And he makes the catch for the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
ゴミがふわふわ漂ってるから、
Jordan
ゴミの
Patterson
影響
will
で
look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first.
まあ、ほこりが入りますからね。ホームラン扱い。
Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Xbox のあれ、上が空いとるからほこりがよう入るんですよ。バラすとわかる。上が点々だらけでね、穴開いとるから、多分だいぶほこり入りますよ、これ。
Softly hit to the left side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
It's getting excited right now. That single right there.
多
Now
分
we
知
got
らん
the
間に
tying
細
run on
かいほ
base.
こりが入る
Go
でしょう
ahead
ね。
run coming to the plate. Mercy.
ああ。
Stepping in now, Gerardo Parra. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
ほこりは絶対出ますからね。どんだけ綺麗にしても、絶対ほこりは出るから。布団があったら余計にほこるっすよね。
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line.
危な。
And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity
部屋
there.
かがついて
And
る
now a
ん
crowd
だ。
right around
あっちゃ
25,000
ー、全然
strong comes to their feet.
部屋かが。今のもやばかったですな。
And this is fouled back and out of play.
I like the pitch right there. Got to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
And that's a swinging strike three in the dirt. Iannetta gathers, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. And not what he wanted to do there is now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Now at the plate,
振り逃げされましたわ。
これ
はやばいな。話し合いですね、これ。
Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing.
やばいな。まあ、2アウトやから大丈夫とは思うんですけど、打たれたらこれ同点ですからね。
Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. His past history with Fernando Rodney, hitless in 3 at-bats. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd of foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should go. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there.
なんとか逃げ切りま
Tonight's
し
ball
たね。
game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Patrick Corbin earns his first win of the season. Chad Bettis is tagged with the loss despite giving up only 2 unearned runs. Fernando Rodney closes the door for the save, his 10th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com.
Final line score for the ball game tonight. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Rockies, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. A reminder that Postcane Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street stations.
Hmm. 最後はショートゴロで。チキンタツタか。レベルもよう上がりますね。76ですか。これで3連勝ですね。ロッキーズでも、そうでもないんですかね。ロッキーズの後が、ナショナルズですか。ナショナルズってどんなもんでしょうね。まあでも、ロッキーズも5割やったんですね。ナショナルズ最下位じゃないですか。レンジャーズ、インディアンス、ブルージェイズ。 阪神が次の週ですね。阪神パイレーツにメッツですか。よっしゃ、さあ、終わりましょうか。めっちゃ眠たなってきましたね。たたたたたた。寝る時間ですな。横なったらもう1分もせんうちに寝てまいそうですわ。目つぶったらもう速攻寝そうですね。さあ、ではではでは。